Thank you. I appreciate it. Showering and dilly-dallying.
Yeah.
Where are you, Lucy?
I am in Nashville. I'm at Nick's house.
Is that home base for you when you're there?
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of just get thrown about to whoever can take me, to be honest.
And how long have you been there?
I've been here for like a month now, which is kind of crazy.
Tell me why it's crazy. I mean, besides the fact you're 19 and you're away from home.
Just because it's honestly felt like 2 weeks. Like,
Oh,
yeah. And because sometimes I feel like the first week I get here, I can get a bit homesick whenever I travel out here. But my parents are coming out for quarterfinals and they're here now. They just got in last night, and now I'm like, how has it been a month since I've been here?
um, boy, a lot of questions open up there. Your parents are coming for quarterfinals. That is amazing.
Yeah, they're gonna help me like video and do all that stuff because I'm a bit spoiled whenever I'm back home. Like literally I've got everyone from the gym to help me and whatever, so I was kinda a bit nervous about like videoing and everything. But then I realized you don't even have to video quarterfinals, which is insane.
It is a little insane. Why do you think it's insane?
Well, I just think like I get it was a hassle last year, like video and everything and getting the right standards and setting everything up correctly, but it made it fair, and I get that there was some very unlucky people who got hit with like brutal penalties that probably shouldn't have been given out and different things like that. But I feel like for European athletes and athletes who've got their semi-final spots, like I've got my spots to all the semis I want to go to. But if you're competing for a spot, like a semi-final, and like you don't need to measure anything, you don't even need a passcode to like say you could do the workouts today when they come out.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. I don't know. That's insane.
Um, it is wild that they wouldn't at least just require you to film them just in
Yeah.
case.
And it's like they could do the same thing as last year. Like they don't need CrossFit to judge all them, but they can just make you have to upload them on the website that people can thumbs up or down them. Like if you just do it right, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's insane. I would just be raging if I was like a American athlete or an athlete who hadn't had any semifinals. Because I guarantee you there's gonna be some names that nobody ever knows and some people who don't get in because of it.
And it wouldn't be that hard to at least film them because on the bare minimum, even if people filmed them shitty, it there's literally people could say they did the workout, but
Yeah.
they never even
Yeah.
did them.
Yeah. I know, yeah, you don't even need to do the workouts. Like I
Just
could
put
have
in
them
your
all done
scores.
by today and then just put my scores in, nobody will know.
Yeah, or just not do them. Just guess what your
Yeah.
scores would
Yeah.
be and be like, okay. I guess in their defense, I think that what they're thinking is you do need like a couple judges to sign off, right? You need like one
Yeah.
like store manager and then one judge.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Like, but like
But
everyone, if you train an affiliate, you're always friends with like everyone in the affiliate, so nobody's gonna out you, or at least I'd hope they're not. Well, I kind
hey,
of agree, but
hey, Liz, I'm the first to say if I was judging you and you were doing lunges and your knees didn't touch, I'd be like, Lucy, next one, make sure your knee touches." Like
no, I'm
I'm bro rep all day.
yeah, honestly, I'm the worst for that. I feel like, especially if it's not somebody who competes very much or whatever. Like I
Right.
was judging a girl, Tristan from Proven, and she's like the chiropractor physiotherapist there or whatever. And she had to like no rep herself, and then I was like, okay, now I got to start giving her no reps now. But I feel bad. I'm just like, oh, it's close. You're trying.
When I was doing lunges, my judge said to me, it was 26.2. He said, "Hey, make sure your knee touches," because on one of the reps, my knee didn't touch, and I
Yeah,
felt it, and I didn't even think he saw it. And
yeah.
he's like, "Make sure your knee touches," and I was thinking if he would have no rep me and I would have had to have gone back,
Oh, yeah.
that would have destroyed. But I'm not going to the games. Obviously, my score doesn't matter. But that would have destroyed me. I probably would have started
No,
crying.
I know. I get you. Yeah, definitely. That's funny.
Hey, don't you guys have like an athlete council or something like
Like
you can probably like just send someone an email and be like, "Hey, next year we really think that this shit should be filmed."
the cat or whatever that
Yeah, yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The CAC.
Yeah, I need to get on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of am hoping that enough people are honest enough, but like Yeah,
And they
you
will
never
be.
know.
They will be. 99% will be honest.
Yeah, but did you see that girl, 26.3?
I have not seen the video. I watched the first, even the
See?
video Andrew Hiller put together.
Uh-huh.
I saw the first 6 minutes of it. But boy, everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, I watched the first half of it because it moved me up from fourth to third, but I didn't really think anything of it. And then I watched it last night just to see what it was all about. But it's insane the amount of effort these people go into to just like cheat and for like nothing as well.
Hey, it's pretty definitive. I haven't seen it, but it's pretty like there's no wiggle room. For a long time I was like, I think Kale Layman's telling the truth. And it
Yeah.
took me a long time to like finally be like, I don't think I believe him. But
I
this
think
one's pretty
I
clear.
yeah, well, I was the same as you with Kill Layman because I don't know, I like to think I don't know, I was kind of like, oh, maybe he just like was sick or something, or um, I don't know. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but in this one, it's pretty clear. You can see like split. There's just like split. She just split the screen and like sped up one half and kept the timer the same. To be fair, I would have never noticed it, but yeah, you can see it once it's pointed out.
Hey, and this girl I think is I can't because I haven't seen the video, I can't really follow the narrative very closely,
Yeah.
but it sounds like this girl's like doubling down and shit. Like she's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, you'll see."
Well, she just put. I looked her up today, and she just posted something being like, "Andrew, come out to London and watch me do the workout or something."
Yeah.
Like so dumb. Like just do the workout.
Yeah, that's a good point. Sevon, with a better editor, she would have pulled it off. So what CrossFat is saying
Mhm.
is like, hey, what she's doing could have worked if she didn't jack it up. She
Yeah.
could,
It
yeah.
was literally just like the sunlight because it was slightly different. You could see a complete straight line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I need to watch that video.
Yeah, you
Well,
should. It's
it's
interesting.
28 minutes,
I only watched like 14 minutes, I think, of it.
and that was
That
enough.
was
You're like
long.
hanger. Miss Dents, he said today that if she pays for his plane ticket and $500 an hour for his time, he will go to London. That's fair.
If he pays.
So
If she pays
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
a ticket, and if he spends 10 hours there, 5 grand. Yeah, five
Yeah,
grand and a
that's
plane
fair.
ticket. Yeah, he'll come out fair.
I'll come
Um,
out do the workout for that much as well.
you'll redo it too for 5 grand. Um, going back to your parents coming. So how long will they come out for?
Think they're here until Monday, next Monday.
So, and when do they arrive?
Last night.
Oh, they're here now.
Yeah, yeah.
And where do they stay?
Well, I'm actually gonna move in with them for a week there. We're just like an Airbnb somewhere. I haven't even been yet. I'm not sure.
Just your mom and dad. Any
Yeah.
siblings?
No, no siblings. I think my sister Katie was kind of debating about coming out. Well, she didn't really, but she thought it might have been an idea. But no, but they should come out eventually just to see Nashville. I think it'd be good.
To see Nashville.
Yeah.
To see Nashville. Sorry. I have to you're a good guess because I have to really pay attention. I have to really pay attention. It's funny when I watch other interviews of you, I have no issue. But
Uh,
when I'm talking to you directly, I'm like, okay, pay attention.
yeah, I feel like I'll just talk slower because I just have to talk slow, and I feel like it people understand me better. But if I like get excited or something and just start rambling, then nobody has a chance.
No, not even. But other Irish people, it's not a
Oh
problem
yeah,
at
yeah,
all,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
talking like over here. Like I remember there was the first time I came out here. I remember talking to Sydney Wells, and I could just tell that there was nothing like going in at all. And I was just like, I don't even like we can't even communicate right now. It's
Hey, do you think your accent's changing the more time you spend with the Americans and the Aussies?
No, I don't. I really hope it doesn't. But like, there is things I'll say now that I'm like, why did like I would never say that? Or like, I think I said garage in like an American accent, and I caught myself out on it, and I was like, what am I like? I need to stop. I need to chill because I don't want to lose my accent.
Yeah, so you said garage.
Yeah, garage or something like that.
Oh, wow. I think it's endearing if you do both.
I'm not sure. I actually got Indian accent competition with my Uber driver. like a couple days ago, and we were trying to do accents, but I wasn't very good at them.
Was he Indian?
No, he was from South Carolina or somewhere down south, or not. Yeah, in the country anyway.
That's a great Uber driver experience,
It was.
getting into an accent contest.
Yeah.
Um, what's the longest you've ever been in Nashville? What's the longest you've ever stayed at Proven?
I think it was about 5 weeks last year before the games, but I can't really. That doesn't really make sense to me because I've already been out for 4 weeks now, and last week I thought I was out for 5 weeks in the US total, like including the games, and then we went to New York City afterwards. But I think it must have been longer now because I feel like I was definitely out for a longer period of time, but I'm not sure. But yeah, about 5, 6 weeks.
And now, do you have a plane ticket home?
Yeah, but I actually wasn't gonna book a plane ticket home, but then my mom was kind of like scared with all like the ice stuff and all going on, like to probably book one home. Like whenever I was coming out here, I almost didn't get out here because like I had to be pulled into the wee bathroom of like where all the American people ask you questions, and I was like just didn't really know what to say because I don't know too much. I just know I'm coming out here to train, and then I was being asked all these questions, and I was like, I don't even know.
You got pulled into secondary.
Yeah,
And I know in Ireland, whenever I've been to Ireland, I always do US Customs in Ireland.
yeah,
Did that happen in Ireland where you got pulled into
yeah,
secondary?
yeah. It was in Ireland, and there was at one point the girl said to me, she was like, "I don't think you're getting in today," and I was like, "What? What do you mean?" Like, because I had everything. Like, I had my ESTA. I'm like staying. You can only stay for like 90 days at a time. I think I'm over here for 88, so that was all good. And then, but no, we're here now, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, crazy. So while she said she didn't think you were gonna be able to come in, that was because of the way you were answering the questions or because of the ice?
No,
Oh,
because
when
they.
you say ice, you mean like the US Border Patrol ice, not ice like on the runways and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh god, I'm so slow. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Holy shit. No one comment on that. I thought you were talking about like the weather for a second. Okay.
Okay. Oh,
My
should I
bad.
not said that? That's
No,
fine.
it's totally fine. I'm just stupid. I'm just
Okay.
you got a dumb interviewer. So she what she
She was
because
basically trying to like figure out how I had money to do this, and because I said that I was coming over to train. To be honest, I probably should have just said like travel or something, but I was coming over to train, and then I had a competition, and then she was like, "How do you get like your money, this, that, the other?" And then I had to show her like who sponsored me and things like that.
wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. Sebi, you twisted my brain. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. When she said her mom was worried about ice, I thought she was talking about ice like on the runways and the weather and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Was she nice or was she rude?
She was direct. She wasn't rude though.
Yeah. I feel the only time I've the Canada, have you ever flown into Canada?
No, but my sister is actually born in Canada.
Okay, because whenever I go to Canada, I feel like anytime I cross the border into Canada, shit gets squirrely like that. They're like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing? Who's paying you?" And I'm just like,
Yeah.
There's some law or technicality they're trying to get you on. Like, I think that they're trying to figure out if you're coming here to work.
Mhm.
And so, like, I would be
Oh,
like, "Hey,
okay.
I'm going there to film something," and then that somehow triggers some thought process in their head that you're coming
Yeah.
there to work when
Yeah. Yeah.
why didn't they just I think their thought process is why didn't they just hire a Canadian camera guy or a
Yeah. No, I
Canadian
get you.
interviewer? And I'm always like, well, because the companies in the US, I don't know. But they've always eventually let me in, but boy,
Mhm.
I always go to secondary in Canada. It is a little unsettling.
Yeah, it is, especially because I was, like, by myself, and whenever, like, me and my parents or any other time I'd gone out beforehand, it was always just straight walk through and whatever, and I was actually buzzing because sometimes when you get to customs in Dublin, it can be, like, the line's really long, but, I mean, I just went out on a random Sunday in February, so, like, nobody was going, so, like, "Oh, yeah, this is gonna be great." Then I was sat in the back room for an hour, and luckily my dad makes sure we always get to the airport like 20 hours beforehand, but so I have enough time. But I was like stressing out.
Do you like getting to the airport early?
Yeah, I do.
Me
That's
too.
kind of, yeah, because I feel like whenever I'm in the airport, like I don't really have like the only thing I have to do is get on the next flight. Like that's all I need to worry about, and I can do that.
Yeah. I don't like connecting flights, and if they say get there 1 hour ahead, I get there 2 hours ahead. If they say 2 hours
Yeah,
ahead, I get there 3 hours ahead. I don't wanna be stressed out when I'm in the security line. I
yeah.
wanna be just chilling, watching people.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm the exact same. I think I was flying home from Barcelona and I got there so early to the point I don't even I was just sitting there for ages, but I was like, I don't care, I'm not missing my flight. And it's not like I'm pretty sure the weather was really bad as well, so I had no reason just to stay out there. But yeah, I'm the same.
What were you doing in Barcelona? Was that a WFP event?
No, it was a Nike event. It was Watersalona. It was back in September.
Are you a Nike athlete?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Who's your agent?
Snorri.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that too. He's cool as
Yeah.
shit.
He is cool.
How long have you been with Nike?
I signed with them in July of last year, I think, just before the games, or like a month before the game. I know I signed with them in July, but then we only announced it like a couple days before the games, I'm pretty sure.
And how does that happen? Do you tell Snorri just reaches out to you and is like, "Hey, I have a meeting with Nike. Let's go."
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's a bit of a longer process than that, but yeah, that's kind of basically what happened.
Have you been out to their world headquarters? I think
No,
no?
I haven't yet, but I really want to.
Yeah, that's crazy cool.
Yeah.
And lucky for them too. What a great athlete they got. You're awesome, man.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you are absolutely amazing, and sky's the limit for you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's hope.
Um, going back to so when do you go home?
The day after Mayhem, the 20th of April.
Okay. Is Mayhem on the agenda?
Yeah.
Okay, so uh quarterfinals and then still stay and train at Proven and then go to Mayhem.
Yeah.
How did you decide on choosing Mayhem? I thought you would have chose French Throwdown or something close to home.
Well, I'm doing that as well, but well, I mean, I'd be lucky if I didn't have to do that, but I don't know, my hand's pretty packed. Basically, I remember last year, like looking at the Mayhem Classic and being like, damn, it just looked like a really cool event to do, and I was like, I want to do it. And then I got the invite this year, and I was like, I have to, like, I might as well give it a go and see what happens. But yeah, I'm doing French too. I love French.
Um will your parents come back out for the Mayhem Classic?
My mom is. My
Wow.
dad can't get off work.
Wow, what a good support. Have your parents been to
Yeah.
all your competitions?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they've been to like all of them, but yeah, like they're I feel like they're gonna have to slow down sometime because like I'm just competing too much. Like I potentially, if everything goes to shit, will be doing Madrid, but I really hope that doesn't happen. And they're gonna come out to that one as well.
So so you that I'm impressed. And by the way, I think it's smart that you have a plan like that. So it's Mayhem. If that doesn't work, it's French Throwdown, and if that doesn't work, it's Madrid.
Yeah, but it's mainly like French is the focus. Or
Uh,
mayhem. We'll see what the workouts are.
okay. Wow. And I heard you on the French Throwdown podcast. You love that event. It sounds like that event's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is. It's a really. I just remember, like, I've got such good memories from last year qualifying. And to be honest, all the other years I've been there, it's always been good. So yeah, I've just really liked that event. And everyone at the event's so nice and chill. Like I've heard a few people saying to me, like American semifinals, people can get like really bitchy and whatever backstage. But in Europe, it's not like that. I'm sure people are competitive and people are like want to do well, but it's you never get everyone's very respectful all the time, which is nice.
And it sounds like the crowd at the French Throwdown is just off the hook.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember in 24, I was in like probably the second heat, so there were still two more heats to come out after me. But I remember walking out onto the floor in the on the final event, and it was there wasn't an empty seat. It was insane.
Yeah, that's Daniel Chaffee's event.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's great.
he is.
Um, and you did the teen games 4 times,
Yeah,
and your parents came out to that too.
yeah,
And you've been CrossFitting since you've been 9, and you're 19, so that's 10 years. And then
yeah.
you started competing at 15,
14.
14. Holy
Yeah,
cow!
I actually done my first comp, I think ever with my dad and my sister. Like whenever I was probably 12, though. That was
And
good.
and they all did it too.
Yeah, it was a team comp. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
we were called like Mark's Daughters or something, like the name of our team.
is that your dad's name, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. How did you do as a teen?
I came second the first year I competed. I won the next two, and then 24 I came fourth. But I don't like talking about that year. wasn't
Um,
wasn't very good.
so you won twice. You won when you were at the bottom of the class.
Yeah, in 23.
Holy cow! And by bottom of the class, I mean all the girls were a
Yeah,
year
yeah,
older than you.
yeah.
Who's in your class that I would know? Who are the girls that you competed with in the team?
Well, the girls that you would know are well, like Olivia, Trista, and they were always a year above me. But then, like now, it would be like, well, like I'm out here training with Riley, BB, Kendall Gilmore, Bergros, Reese Littlewood, Miley Wade. Well, Miley Wade, I'm a year older than Miley Wade. Oh, Elsie got Larson as well.
So yeah, so it's a pretty stacked class of young ladies coming
Yeah,
up the pipe.
it
Wow.
is. It's cool.
Have you are you close to any of them?
Yeah, well, I feel like since I've been out here, I've gotten pretty close with Riley and Kendall. Like, it's just been really, yeah, they're just really good girls to have around. But then me and Burgers are also kind of close as well, I'd say.
But are they with Proven
Kendall and Riley are, yeah.
and Olivia?
Oh, Olivia, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm close with Olivia as well, yeah. Well, like not best friends, but like we're friends.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm only thinking of Riley and Kendall because I'm with them every day.
Do any of those girls live in Nashville?
Yeah, both of them.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, in Ireland, is it a big deal that at 19 to live home to leave home? Like, is it uncommon what you're doing?
I don't think so because everyone finishes school at 18, and then people will like go away to uni in like Leeds or America or different things like that. But no, I wouldn't say so. I mean, but loads of people still live like back at home. Like my two sisters still live at home.
And they're older than you?
Yep.
Okay, so that's not uncommon either.
No.
When you're at home, I recall the first time I had you on, you worked out in a little tiny garage.
Got. I don't even know how to say it now. Yeah.
And then
I
and then I heard you in the interview saying that it sounded like you're also now working out at a gym, an affiliate in Ireland.
No, so basically, I have always trained in my garage, but then I also train at two other gyms back at home. But even like, I've always trained at the affiliates, and there's a gym called HQ Fit and CrossFit Resplendent. But I probably trained in them. I probably train in my garage now less than what I used to, but probably like 70% in the gym, 30% in the garage, maybe even closer to 80/20.
Tell me the name of the CrossFit gym again.
CrossFit Resplendent.
Say the second word.
Resplendent.
Resplendent.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that word means. Resplendent.
I should, but I forget.
Resplendent. Don't want anyone be resplendent. Attractive, impressive, through richly colorful or sumptuous. Okay. Resplendent. All right. She was resplendent in a sea green dress. All right. Resplendent.
Oh.
All right. So attractive and impressive. Um and Yeah. How are your feelings about training alone versus with the group? Because you used to did you used to predominantly train alone?
Yeah, whenever I'm back at home, I'll train alone. It was more so I pull people in to do my workouts with me and all now because I have time and I'm not in school and whatever. But like whenever I was in school, I literally just wanted to get into the gym, do what I needed to do and leave. Like I didn't have time to coordinate or like wait around for other people to train with me or whatever. But I will try and go up to Emma McQuaid's gym every so often because she's like still so fit. Like it's crazy. Like I keep on thinking like, oh okay, maybe I'll get her in this one and I never do. But yeah, but now I would like well, I try to pull in people to train with me even when I'm back at home, but I still do a lot of my training alone. Probably like 90% of it to be honest. But until I'm out here. But I always find like I remember everyone telling me last year like to get really prepared for games training and how hard games training was and this, that and the other. And it was really hard, don't get me wrong. But I think because I was so used to training a lot alone, it it honestly just felt easy to come into the gym and train every day. Like it was good because I was just like, okay, well there's other people here. Like I don't know. It's just if I had to do games training by myself, I think I'd die. Like that would be so miserable.
Because there's times you just really don't wanna go, but
Yeah.
because you're in a room full of your peers, you go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Back in the back in the day in 2007 or 2008, I was interviewing a games athlete named Josh Everett, and maybe he said it even in the movie Every Second Counts, but he talked about this mystical 5th gear. He said most people only find, the first 4 gears, and he said there is a 5th gear, and if you find it, you find it and you're stoked.
Mhm.
That's where the champions are. Are you when you did the proven camp to get ready for the games this year, did you discover some spots in you that you didn't know you could go to?
Yeah, I'd say definitely. But I feel like the not just in the proving camp, but I feel like in competition as well. I can all like remember that workout, the deadlift, run, handstand walk workout
Was
from the
that
games?
at the game? Is that the one that
Yeah,
Tia and Lucy wore at?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, tell me the movements again, deadlift,
It
run,
was
handstand walk. Okay,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, I remember. That was the crowd went crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So like we practiced that workout. And I mean, in training, I like always go hard, especially when there's people around you, like you just can't not. And I think I was doing that workout beside Olivia and Christina Leviticus, and I'm pretty sure Olivia lapped me in training. And I just remember thinking, like, this is so fucked. Like, honestly, because a few of the workouts that came out by that time, and it was a max heavy back squat, and I was like, well, my back squat isn't even strong. Like, why couldn't it have been a snatch? Then it was obviously the run workout, and I was like, damn, that's another one I'm not good at. And then I'm kind of good at handstand walks, so I thought, okay, maybe this one will be okay. And then I just remember like getting to the bar and just like completely dying. And then whenever we got out in America, and then no, not in America, to the games, and they said it was, I think we added 100 meters running or something like that.
Yep, yep, I think
Yeah,
you're right, yep.
and I'm pretty sure I beat my time that I did in training by like 4 minutes.
With a longer workout.
It was yeah. It I don't know. It was really it was like I done so bad in that training. It was insane.
How did you place at the games in that?
I think I came 13th.
Wow, that's wild. Did you do you I remember Fraser talking about like finding like a third lung. Is that what it is? Do you find is it your breathing that kicks in that gets better, or what do you think it is? If you
I
could
think
pinpoint it.
like I can get myself like really hyped up, like to the point that I need to just chill out. And I've kind of learned that every time I do that, things just go really badly. So I'm just trying to cut that out completely. But
Which part, calming yourself down? You're saying if you're getting hyped up, just let it happen, or you're saying
no,
you need to calm down?
no, I need to calm down.
Okay.
Like I think like for the first open workout this year, like I was so hyped. Like honestly, it was like I was going for like a max lift or something, and then I just completely blew the workout so bad. And I was like, I just need to chill out. And then for going into the workout or 26.3, I was like to Nick and Shane, I was like, I'm not gonna warm up as much. I just need to like chill. I'm not even gonna get on an echo bike because I don't I just need to be calm going into it. And I done it and it went so much better, like the whole workout. And I even feel like sometimes during my training pieces, is if I go into a workout and I'm like really hyped up or whatever for it, it won't go as good. Whereas if I just go into it and I might feel a bit like slumped or tired, it always goes better because I'm just like calmer.
You think that maybe like you came at 26.1 with the intensity you would need for a 4-minute workout,
Yeah.
and that wasn't appropriate. So at 4 minutes, you blew your wad.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was literally like at my adrenaline. Like I'm pretty sure I done a set of 5 wall balls. That is atrocious. Like honestly, I was mind blown with myself after. I was like, what? It was just bad.
Well, but the good news is you have a solution for it. You're saying it's just your strategy, your approach to it.
Yeah.
At what place did you end up taking in that one? 26.1.
Oh, like I honestly didn't know because I didn't look at my score after it had been finalized. But I think I did look now. I think I'm like 227th. But I was like looking at my open score from last year because obviously you want to beat where you came last year, and I came 12th last year. And by the time I put my score in, I think I just put it in on like the Sunday or Saturday because I just couldn't be bothered thinking about it anymore. And I was like, damn, I already have more points than I did during the 3 weeks last year.
Oh,
Like this is
wow.
fucked up. Yeah.
And how did you do in 26.3?
3. I done pretty good. I came third.
Third in the world.
Yeah.
And you were fourth, but Andrew fixed that for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew.
That's crazy. And that's got to, in the same way that the first workout may have fucked with your abilities, that has to also then make you re-believe in yourself, because that was a brutal workout. 26.3.
Yeah,
Your
I think
confidence,
it.
sorry, your confidence
Yeah,
must
I
have, your
think it
confidence must have
just.
balanced out.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of like after the first couple weeks, I was like, have I like actually even been training? Like, so yeah,
Andrew, you're
have
welcome.
I even been training? But then the last week, like I done the workout and it was good. But like even looking back on it, there was definitely a few things that I could have improved and whatever. I still would have came third. Like I don't think I would have knocked 30 seconds off my time or anything. Um, but yeah, it was a good feeling.
Will you revisit 26.1?
26 point, not now, not going into quarters. There's no point really. We're probably not going to see a 14-pound wall ball do a 9 pound, no, a 9 foot target. So there's
I
no
just
point.
mean ever.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Is it like when that happens with a workout like that, are you, not that 227 is bad at all, by the way, but I understand where you want to be.
It
Is it
is. It
is
really
it
is.
is it like an asshole that you have to like, okay, I'll be back. When I'm done here, I'm gonna come back out to the parking lot and slap the shit out of you. Just hold on a minute.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I felt. I think I messaged Shane straight after it and was like, my score, blah blah blah, I'm redoing. And that's all I said. And then basically I just there was no point in redoing because like it messed up my legs for like a good few days afterwards, and kind of everyone at the gym was like, well, are you just gonna like waste 3 days of training because of your ego? And I was like, yeah, but I won't do it.
Who did you text? What was the
Shane.
name? Oh, Shane. Shane. That's Tia's husband,
Yes.
the head coach at Proven. Okay,
Yeah.
Shane. Okay. Did you say his first name and his last name?
No, I think it just said Shane.
Shane. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. I'm trying to figure out why sometimes words I don't understand. Is Shane your coach,
Yep.
and you have him all to yourself this year?
Well, no, we got Ricky J and Maddie.
Okay. Ricky, Jay, and Maddie. Okay. And when he has Maddie also, does that mean you'll be training a lot with her when
Oh
she's
yeah.
in town?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Okay. And there's a video where he's talking to you before 26.3, but I couldn't figure out what he was saying to you. Do you remember what he said to you?
No,
No.
to
Okay.
be honest.
Okay. Yesterday I was in the car and I rewound it and I rewound it. It's because it's probably the accents and it's so loud. but I
Yeah.
rewound. I should have
Oh,
put in
was
my
this
headset.
in like the last like 12 thrusters? Is that the video you're talking about? Or
No,
is it before the
it
workout?
was before the workout.
Okay.
Yeah, before the workout, he was saying something to you.
Yeah. But no, I have no idea. Probably just to like pace it and not be an idiot, to be honest.
Oh, to pace it, yeah. Um, and did you pace it? Did you
Yeah.
the best descriptions we've heard so far, I think Colton Merton talked about, like, hey, he had to really be pulling back the whole time, like, just pulling back. Did you feel like
Yeah.
you were doing that too?
Yeah, I just remember doing the burpee because I watched the girls at Wadapalooza do it, and I was like, they look like they're going slow. Like I could definitely go that pace. And I was like, I don't know why people aren't finishing this workout because it if you go that slow, yes, if you go way too fast, you're just gonna be standing over the bar. And yeah, at Wadapalooza it was really hot, so we kind of got a bit luckier there. But I just remember like not understanding why people weren't finishing the workout. And then whenever I finished it, because I didn't look at the clock the whole time, because I knew if I looked at it and I was like off pace or whatever, I would have like just started going way too fast and probably messed the workout up. So I just waited until I finished. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
Did you ever feel yourself going too fast and have to slow down? Be like, "Okay, chill, chill."
Yeah. On the first round of burpees, I was beside Anthony. You know Anthony Yim?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I was beside
I know
him.
him especially from the video because I always see him in all the videos.
Yeah. So I was beside him and he just went out so fast and I was like, you just need don't even look, don't even worry about it. And then I could see Kyra behind me, but I faced like this way. Well, no, I kind of changed directions on the burpees because I kind of thought if this is a good score, I probably should be facing that like the way for my camera to see my chest, even though you can see them both ways. But uh I wasn't I tried not to face Kyra because she's like so speedy and I was like, I don't need that. I just need to stay on my lane.
Did you win that at Proven? Did anyone beat you there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's crazy. You were and were you do you remember that feeling when you finished?
Yeah, I was
Were you
just
pretty
like,
proud?
yeah, I was like, just screw the last 2 weeks. Thank God for this. Yeah, honestly the only thing I felt.
Going back to the 4 years you were a teen, I'll tell you a story, about something Chris Spieler said one time. Chris Spieler was saying that as you get older as an athlete, you have less and less it takes more and more to recover, and so you can train less and less. And so, the time that you spent and this was, many years ago. So he said, "So if you wanted to work on your double unders as an older athlete, that's like part of your training. Whereas a younger athlete, you can just throw that in there, right? Because you'll recover." And you're approaching that maybe you're a few years away from that transition where you have to be smarter with your time because your recovery will start becoming less and less, right? Not that it's ever
Yeah.
gonna it's close to being bad. If you had advice to young athletes who are coming up, does any of that resonate with you? Like, hey, make sure you work on your weaknesses, or hey, the most important thing you should be doing is running, or you should unfuck your swimming right away. Like, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts if you were talking to a 14-year-old now?
If I was talking to my 14-year-old self, I'd probably just tell her to run. Like I remember there was like back in lockdown, it was like a for NHS, like the National Healthcare back at home. And it was like you run 5K, you have to nominate 5 people. And I tried to run 5K and I literally made it to like the top of my street. I just went back home. I was like, I'm not doing this. But for like a just like a 14-year-old CrossFitter now, I'd probably just say to make sure you enjoy what you're doing. Like I remember my training whenever I was 14, 15. I kind of just done a lot of things that I liked, to be honest with you. Like I love going into the gym. I remember like writing out workouts and whatever. And I done the stuff that I liked, which I don't know, maybe it would have benefited me to run whatever, but then it might have also just made me hate the sport or whatever whenever I was that young.
Mm.
But yeah, I would just say do a lot of what you like and then obviously work on your weaknesses like you have to, but this like you can compete in this sport until you're like in your 30s. So don't worry about that until you need to. Well, no, I would say worry about your weaknesses, but like don't stress yourself out over them.
I mean, there's a bunch of things like that, right? Like you could be a shitty handstand walker at 14, and by the time you're 24, you could be world class if you put in the time.
Yep.
Um, is running the hardest thing to improve on for most athletes? Do you think that there's something that's the hardest thing to do? Is it running? Is it weightlifting? Is it?
Well, I feel like it depends what type of athlete you are. Like for me, running, it's definitely gotten a lot better, thank God. But there, for me, that would be harder to improve on than, like, for example, my snatch or clean and jerk. But I feel like for another very aerobic athlete, it's obviously harder to just put numbers on, put weight on, or whatever. But I think yeah, it's just very athlete dependent.
Because it seems, I'm guessing you want to win the games at some point,
Yeah,
and that running piece is going to be huge, right?
yeah, yeah. It will be.
Um, and so, and then you see people like like your comrade Ricky, who just makes it look so easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember last year we were doing practicing event one for games training, and basically we had to do like 3 or 4 laps of like this like place around proving, and then go and run 3K and then come back out and run 2 or 3 laps or whatever. And I remember on the first like 4 laps, let's say, he passed me, and he's like, "Come on, Lucy," and I was like, I could kill him right now. Like he's literally just lapped me in like the first, I don't know, 20 minutes of this thing.
So you guys would do workouts where you mix running in the wild with running on the runner.
Oh no, no, sorry. This was like for event one, so we would run, let's say, 4 laps, run into the gym, row 3K or however many
Oh, okay.
meters, and then run 2 more laps.
Okay. Yeah, I just wonder about that, like about what skills that like you can build when you're young so that they're not a burden when you get older, because it really does seem like some people, I mean, you just see these athletes who have these holes, right?
Yeah,
Like you see Danielle Brandon, basically she couldn't compete in one of the events, the back squat event, or you see Laura Horvat, like can't compete in some of these handstand
yeah,
workouts, or you see a Vellner, the swimming and the running, and it's like,
yeah,
man, it would alter the course of their finishes dramatically. I mean, you can literally see what they, as opposed to other people, it's like, hey, that person takes 10th every year and they're just, that's where they are, but there's no like glaring hole.
yeah,
And so I always think, man, if someone's 14, what should they be doing to make sure
yeah.
that a hole doesn't pop up? And I would think that the running being a good runner just transfers everywhere.
Everything. Yeah. No, it definitely does. Like, yeah, I feel like I've worked out my running a lot this year, and it's definitely still not up where it needs to be, but it's a whole lot better. And even like my machine pieces, swimming, everything. Like I used to, well, to be fair, I can barely breathe whenever I run now, but like it used to be so bad. But to the point where it's kind of gotten to the point where I kind of feel my legs sometimes more than my lungs whenever I'm running now, which is cool because I'm just like my
Oh,
aerobic capacity is actually developed where I'm just like literally cannot breathe at all.
That's an awesome distinction. I talk about this all the time on the show about how games athletes, when they talk about doing burpees, they talk about fatigue, and us normal muscular fatigue, and us normal people, that just doesn't even seem fathomable because your engine always gives out before your muscles give out. At least
Yeah,
I think for most people. And what you're saying is sometimes when you run now, your aerobic capacity is built up so good that your legs actually get tired first. That's like
yeah.
games athlete talk. Okay, all right, awesome.
Well, I wouldn't say so good, but like better than last year.
Um, does Shane do all your programming?
Yeah.
And what is that discourse like when you speak with him about like the programming, like the feedback you give him?
Um. Well, just like how the workout went, I feel like it's pretty similar to every coach athlete situation, but yeah, just how the workout was, what felt good, what felt bad, different things like that.
Do you change them a lot? Like every if he how much in advance does he give you the workouts?
It depends, but probably like daily, or maybe that I get a couple days. But I used to be really bad for like looking ahead. like wait like into the week, and then but I've kind of just stopped doing that now because I just like I only need to get through today. I don't need to worry about what's in 3 days.
Um, you were talking about your choice for Mayhem, and you were saying you want to go there because of the competition. You want to have that. It sounds like you want to have that experience.
Mhm.
Um, and yet you think that maybe it's not the easiest path. Like
Yeah,
maybe, hey, if you just went to French in Madrid, you could cut that one out. That would interfere less with your training, and it would give you a better chance of going with less money, less
yeah.
disruption. Um, did you have any pushback from anyone, from your coaches or anything, saying,
Uh,
"Hey, you should probably do it this way"?
no, not really. I think I told Shane, and then he was like, sent me the dates. I sent him the dates, and then I was kind of like, well, yeah. He was kind of like, well, you could do it. I don't think he was 100% for it, but I don't think he was also against it at all either.
It's probably a balance for him too, because he probably doesn't want to like mess with your confidence.
Yeah, but I don't think it would have messed my confidence if he said don't do it. I wouldn't have done
W- Where did you place last year at the games?
it. 11th.
And was that your first CrossFit Games?
Yeah,
And was it the year before that you were in the kiddie division?
yeah,
Holy shit! Wow.
yeah.
Holy shit. Where did you qualify through last year?
French.
And how did you do there?
I came third, so I was like, well, actually, I qualified online, and then, but the leaderboard hadn't finalized until I was on the flight. Actually, until I landed back home from France after I qualified, because I think a few people got knocked out. I was in 14th. I think it had been 11th, and I got the last spot there. But then I qualified at French, so then it moved down, and then Jem Muir got my spot from online. But yeah, I came third at French. I was just lucky. Elisa Filiano didn't do the open, I guess.
So you qualified in two places.
Yeah,
God, you work hard. Holy shit. And that's a little bit of a clusterfuck because you had to do both because of the dates.
yeah, yeah. I think they were only like a week apart, but it really wasn't that bad.
Um, so this year it this year and then you take 11th at the games. Were you pretty blown away by that? Did you think that you were going to do so well?
Um, well, I think without saying, I kind of wanted to do up around there, but I think like whatever happened at the games, I would have just walked away with happy, I guess. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I think I was happy with where I came, but I think I was in 10th going into the final event. And after I finished the final event, I remember thinking, oh, yes, I've definitely done enough to like be top 10, whatever. Then I looked at the leaderboard after and I was like, what? I'm 11th. But no, I couldn't have been mad. It was a great weekend.
Yeah, that's a crazy finish. Did any rookies finish higher than you?
Yeah, Miriam came 7th, I'm pretty sure. And Annika as
N-
well.
oh, that was
Honorable.
her rookie year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I just feel like I've heard her name a lot. Um,
Mm.
and this year, do you go? uh, I know it's still a big toe to qualify for the games. I know nothing's guaranteed. But do you have any thoughts about the games and your performance there this year?
Like how I'll do.
Yeah,
Um, well, yeah, I do, but I don't really like saying things until I do them, to be honest.
yeah. I heard you talk about it on the French Throwdown a little bit interview, and I was like, wow, that's those. I mean, you have lofty goals.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, have you always been like that? Had goals, or did one
Uh,
of your trainers say, "Hey, you should have goals"?
I think I remember talking to Shane and Tia and Nick, I think it was before last year, before French, and it kind of really changed the way I looked at everything and how you kind of have to look at everything in competition if you want to be the best and get the best out of yourself.
Explain that to me more. Like, what did they say?
I don't really want to say, to be honest.
Okay,
Well, like
okay. I don't
I
blame you.
can't,
Yeah, good on you.
I, I can't remember. Like, I obviously can't remember the exact conversation, but it definitely did change the way I looked at training and competing.
Um, and let me just push you here, and if you don't want to say, that's fine too, of course. you want to hold are you holding yourself to a higher standard?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I feel like that just comes from coming out of the teen division, and it's to the point where this is my job now, and I've like had to kind of remind myself of that a couple of times where it's like this is like I get to do this for a living. Like if I'm not giving my best at this, like what am I even doing it for? Kind of thing. And also, especially when you're out at proving, it's really hard not to give your best or to not like try to give your best at everything that you're doing just because of the environment and everyone you're around. Like they're all doing the same thing.
Like almost you'd be letting them down. You're not holding your part of the
Yeah.
as a team member if you don't give it your all.
Yeah.
In that interview also you did with the guy from the French Throwdown, it sounded like that you had experienced maybe a little bit of burnout. Maybe that's too strong, but at some point you were like, okay, I need to
Um.
no.
Well, when
That
I
interview was
feel
hard for me to understand, by the way. So if I misheard it between the two of you guys, I was like, holy shit.
no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say burnout, but I do think like definitely training in the off season can get tough. But that's just like because you're not competing for anything. You're just in the gym every day. You don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I wouldn't say burnout. No.
And now that you're closer, you do like as we get into the season,
Oh
now
yeah,
you
100%.
now there's a little bit of reward because you get to actually see your hard work paying off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. It's a healthy competitive there at Proven?
Oh yeah,
It's
100%.
not ever over the top for you?
Yeah, no, that's like one thing that I completely love about it because I'm obviously very competitive and like whenever you line up against like people, especially like last year for the games and even now training with all the guys, it's competitive, but like as soon as the workout finishes, that's it. Like there's no snarky comments, there's nothing like that. It's just like the workout's done, bang on to the next one. Because to be honest, like if you were had to like beat yourself up or thought about like the results of every workout too much, you'd just honestly drive yourself insane.
Do you have a day job? Another job?
No,
No,
I don't.
you're not working at a coffee shop or substitute teaching
No,
or
I
pig
probably,
farming?
yeah, I probably should have got one in the off season, but to be fair, I just was a bit lazy.
Um, w do you feel, an obligation to your sponsorships? To your sponsors?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can can you tell me what that feels like?
Like, well, I just want to, I don't guess, do what I said I was going to do, type of thing.
Right. Like, hold up your end of the bargain.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, and does it feel do you like it? Do you like doing it? Like, I asked
Mm,
because when we get sponsors for the show, I get excited by it because it motivates me to wanna do something for them. But
yeah.
sometimes I think that athletes just and especially young athletes, if I'm gonna be honest, that maybe it's all athletes, that they just think that, like, almost like they're entitled to their sponsors.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't think that way at all. But I think it's kind of like because I really wouldn't be able to do anything without them, to be honest. And but yeah, I definitely try to do what I can for them.
Is it a lot? Is it too much?
No, I would say if I only have four sponsors currently, but I would say if it got like much more, like seven or eight, I don't know how anyone's doing that, to be honest. And I guess like that's sometimes what people have to do to make a living, you know what I mean? So it
Right,
gets hard
right.
and like it's hard to be like I remember James Briggs saying something like he had I can't remember the number, but some crazy amount of posts that he had to make. And it's like it's actually impossible to train and then make good quality content of every like of that and do that many posts. Like it would just be impossible.
How's the new, film Nick said you guys got a new film guy at Proven.
Oh, he's good, Bernie. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's a
good?
good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's important to, get along with the, film guy so he doesn't make
Mhm.
you look like a jackass.
No, he's a good guy.
Um, so you will going back to your schedule, you will stay there through quarterfinals, and then you'll stay through Mayhem, and then you can go home, and then possibly if you qualify at Mayhem, you won't go to French Throwdown or Madrid?
I won't. I definitely won't go to Madrid. I I might still do Mayhem. No, I might still do French. I don't know. I don't
Do
know. I'll have to see how my body feels.
Okay, and why would you go? For the experience, the competition experience?
Yeah, maybe get a couple bucks as well.
Oh, yeah, the prize money.
Yeah.
And then when do you come back to Nashville to start prepping for the games?
Oh, basically as soon as I can.
Well, okay, wow. And is that dependent on that 90-day window?
I don't know. I need to
Okay.
actually look into that a bit more, to be honest.
Eh, were you asked to do any of the open
No.
workouts this year? Is that something you would wanna do?
Oh, definitely. That would have been really cool.
Yeah, except 26.3 looked brutal.
Yeah, it looks so. I remember watching it, and I was like just in awe the whole time of how hard it was. I was like, this is bad. Like people are dying.
And that one seemed like it involved so much strategy as that one played out more
Yeah.
than the others.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
Are you situated for the games already? Like, when you find out the location, do you and the team start looking for a place to stay, or do you
Yeah.
have to wait? You do. Okay, so you're already
Oh,
situated.
oh, no, no, no.
No.
I
Okay.
don't do any of that until I qualify.
Okay. And then do you do that yourself?
No, my mom does that. To
Oh,
be
that's
fair.
awesome. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't have much hope to do all that.
How's the social life?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, like since I've been out here, um, I mean it's pretty much basically training and then some like a few nights we'll go out, like me and Kendall went to the cinema a wee while ago or just I don't know, go out for food. But to be honest, like whenever you're training, you're literally like I'm around these guys all day. Mhm.
Meaning you need a break from them?
Oh no. No,
Oh.
no, no.
Oh,
No, no, just
meaning you're
being like
socializing all day, you're hanging
yeah,
out all
yeah.
day.
Mhm.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Do you have any suitors?
No.
No. Do you have a wall up for that?
I would say in season kind of, but I don't know.
You don't have a conscious wall like, "Hey, I don't need any distractions?"
Uh, Not in the off season, but in season probably, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Um, let's not get creepy now. Then this part of the show is not for you. I should push a button for when I'm getting creepy. Look at this. This guy knows a guy.
Oh,
Um, is that what when you see people like Maddie and Jay, does that intrigue you at all? Like, wow, they're a couple and they train together. Like, do you watch that relationship?
yeah, I mean, I think it could be cool, but like, I don't know. It's kind of also somebody else you got to worry about selfishly.
Yeah, that's what I always think. I'm like, how the hell do they do that?
Mm. Like,
Especially
see,
especially at a competition.
yeah, see all these guys like Dallin and Jason and all them, they're so lucky. Like, I don't think they would not be where they are without their partners.
The
So
app,
I just need a wee man like that to do everything for me.
yeah. What did you call it? A wee man?
Yeah, just
Oh,
we. No, no,
wing.
no, no. Like I said, we, but like
Oh,
that's just kind of a word everyone uses back home for everything.
yeah. It definitely appears from the outside that Corinne is the absolute most amazing support anyone could ever have, right? And
Yeah,
and Grace Ann, and just like with the filming and the making of the food and taking care of the house, and they probably do all the travel and all that shit.
yeah. If somebody wants to do that for me, I'll be welcome.
That's the interview process.
Yeah.
All right. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, of
It's just
course.
super exciting. Great buzz around you.
Yeah, thanks so
Are
much.
you healthy, Lucy?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Physically?
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Body's cruising along.
yeah, everything's good. I actually was probably um more like had more niggles and injuries like back whenever I was 14, which is kind of weird, but
Oh,
yeah,
that is
all
interesting. I
good.
wonder if that had to do with the fact that your body was growing still.
I think it was just because I was stupid in training and kind of just done what I wanted to all the time, which is always the same things, and then my knees would just get overloaded with pain or something.
Hey, let me ask you this. At your level, you're still there's a paradox here. You're so young, and so there's lots of room to experiment, but you're also at such a high level, so experimenting might be scary. And by experimenting, I might be like changing your training or changing your diet or is there time in the year to do that? To be like, "Hey, I'm gonna switch to this diet," or "I'm gonna switch to just doing this. I'm gonna neglect this and just focus on this." Do you do any experimenting?
I would definitely say in the off season I'd be more open to experimenting, but I feel like once you find something that kind of works or works well, there's no point in messing with it. Like I think it's very easy to overcomplicate things like nutrition, sleep, training, whatever. But realistically, you've just got to go and do the work. And I think a lot of like you know what you've got to do. You know what I mean? Like there's you got to sleep well. You got to eat well. You got to train hard. Like I think whenever you start overcomplicating things and making it all very scientific, that's whenever you can just spend too much energy thinking about that.
I think also as you get older, maybe those levers, like tweaking your diet will have a greater impact.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah.
It seems like, as athletes get older, they start really dialing in their nutrition 'cause
Yeah.
it's less forgiving to their training.
Yeah.
What is your diet?
I think it's just pretty basic. Like I kind of eat the same thing every day, but I don't know. It's just like normal food. It's definitely healthy. Like I don't be having fast food or fried food or things like that. But like chicken, pasta, rice, bagels, peanut butter, banana, jam, things like that.
What do you do for protein? Is that a big part?
Um, just like meat,
Meat.
protein shakes. Yeah,
What chips?
protein shakes, yogurt.
Oh, protein shakes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you big steak? Do you eat steak every day or
Oh
anything?
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
not every night, but yeah, I probably would if somebody would make it for me every night.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I eat one every night because someone makes it
Oh,
for me. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
good chatting.
appreciate you having you on. Be watching during the quarterfinals. Are you is proving gonna be are you filming those?
I will be filming them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you. You don't need it though.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good
All
day.
right.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. Lucy McGonigle. Wow. She seems fired up, ready to go. Take care, Lucy. I'll make them, no worries. Okay. Cool. Teach son to cook steaks. There you go. Yep. Wee Man lives next to me. I see him all the time. Yeah, what was Sevon is a Wee Man. What Wee Man was from what show? Was that from Jackass? Is that the I'll start training my son appropriately so he's ready. Yeah, Jackass. Okay. Wee Man's in Newport, Marco? I never saw him down there. I'd like to see him down there. He probably can't hide so good. All right. I was hoping the at noon today they're going to announce the quarterfinal workouts, and I was hoping that the Shut Up and Scribble guys would come on right after that, but it looks like they have their level 4 training right after that. So we will be doing an update show tonight. I think it will be less about the programming and more about the athlete performances. And then tomorrow, the Shut Up and Scribble guys, J.R. Howell, Taylor Self, and Del Monte, will break down the actual workouts. So I'm pretty excited about that. So 3 shows today. This show, Dave Castro Weekend Review, and then Nighttime show. Which basically means we'll be talking about the athletes and how we think they're gonna do. Wee Man is taller than Sevi. That can't be true. Uh, how tall Wee Man? He's 4 feet tall. So he's only a little bit taller than me. Oh, here it says he's 4'6". His wiki page says 4'6". Google says 4 feet. I don't know. Was Wee Man a professional skateboarder? Oh, he was a professional skateboarder. He was born in Italy with Chilean roots. Wow, he's been busy. He's been in a lot of movies. Oh, here it says he's 4'3.5". Jeez. On the first page of Google, there's 3 different heights. It says he weighs 100 pounds. Oh shit! Look at this photo. Wow. Here's a photo with Wee Man with the guy from the Mike Myers movies. He's giant compared to that guy. Wow. That's crazy. This is truly the best CrossFit show. Yeah. I agree. Wee Man's a great skater. I was thinking the other day, I went to the I took Avi to the doctor, and they checked his hearing and they checked his eyesight and shit like that. And they weighed him, and I'm in there with him, and obviously he's my son, so I can't say enough great things about him, but he really is like just crazy standout. I mean, he's just phenomenal human being. And I literally cannot go out in public without someone saying something about him. Even after I told you guys those stories, where did I go yesterday with him? And someone said something again about him. It's just nuts. It's nuts. People just want to talk about him. He's such a gentleman. He's a class act. He's a free spirit. He's such a cool dude. Such a hard worker. But we're in the doctor's office, and the lady goes, "Okay, we weighed him, and he's in the 20 percentile, and his height, he's in the 1 or 2 percentile." And she's saying that right in front of him. I don't think he heard any of it. I don't think any of it stuck. The 1 or 2 percentile for height. And I find it fascinating that she would say that around him, being that your height, it's one of those metrics that no one ever talks about. As long as you're oblivious to it, it won't bother you. But if you aren't oblivious to it, it's one of those things that'll eat away at you. Like, and I'm guessing just from what I've seen with men, it'll eat away with you. Like, men wearing shoes to make them taller or getting surgeries. It'll probably eat away at you like crazy, because the number one goal here on planet Earth is for a man to find a woman and to procreate. And it's funny because I just was listening to a comedian on Instagram talk about how the number one thing that women swipe on, I guess, on one of those apps, those swiping apps, is height. And it's like, and everyone knows that. Because my whole life, although the method in which I courted women, and I never knew it was because of my height, but now at 53, I do know, is so different than how my friends would court women. And it's like the reasons why I never enjoyed going to bars or anything, because I'd be with these guys who are complete piles of shit and who are hideous looking. And because they were 6 feet tall, they were always, every time we went to a bar, they were going home with a girl. And yet I couldn't have a conversation with anyone unless they were fucking a man who was 20 years older than me and drunk sitting at the bar. That was my cohort. I'm a lot taller laying down. Oh, that's nice. And that's as useful as reporting your hair color, but it's an important metric. And by the way, and I don't, it totally makes sense why women would want tall men. There's no, there's no, there's no argument there. I'm not pushing back in that way at all. I just find it fascinating that is the most, um, uh, if from the liberal ideology, that is the most victimized class. That is the most oppressed class. That it's not if you're gay, it's not if you're a lesbian, it's not if you're trans. It's if you're a short male, you're fucked. Based on just on the yeah, they want a breeder. They want a breeder and they want to feel safe. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And so you think about the fact that but there's no taboo about saying that. Yeah, short men. By far, based on their logic, by far. It should be something you're not even allowed to talk about. We should be getting jobs and pussy and all sorts of things. We should be getting disability. We should be getting checks. Based on the liberal ideology, we should be getting all that shit just because we're short. Um, and I found it fascinating that she would say that right in front of him because she would never say, "Hey, um, because of his skin color, he's in the 3% of his reading proficiency pool." You'd never say that. My first husband I breeded with was 6'3". Now I'm with a 5'6" guy. Yeah, and at the end of the day, as you get older, at the end of the day, none of that matters. But by then, all the so many chicks by the time they figure that out, it's too late. The chicks are fucked up. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, a man's lifestyle choices and his income far surpass his size as a important metric. Like your height then doesn't even matter at all. Sevan, they told my son when he was little he'd be 5'8", 6'2". And I personally don't care how tall he is. I mean, obviously. That's not true. I hope he's at least as tall as me. But if he's not, I don't care either. It's not going to um it's not going to affect him in any it's not going to affect him in any relevant manner. But what would affect him is if he started thinking it was going to affect him. And I just thought it was crazy that she would say that out loud in front of him and plant that seed. I don't think he heard it at all. Height matters, especially for the rides at the park. Isn't that crazy too? I know. Thank God all my kids can now ride the bumper cars. That so matters. There's like 3-year-olds on the bumper cars, and me and my kids are just looking at them. We can't get on, but now we can all get on. It's the only ride worth riding, I think. Anyway, it's a wild discriminatory element that is true and accepted as true. I accept it as true. But for some reason, the other discriminatory practices, which are not true, are not accepted. Are you following me on that? Like, I totally accept the fact that women would want tall, strong, capable men. Tall, I think, is a great metric. Your size is a great metric for your potential capacity as a male. And yet it's totally okay to openly talk about the discrimination around it. And yet being your skin color is not an accepted, it is not irrelevant, and yet it's accepted. It's wild. It's just part of the batshit crazy society we live in. And they're the same. You can't control your height and you can't control your skin color. It's not like being fat. Susan and I are headed out to Sacramento next Sunday. God, I hope we find a solution for the live stream. We're headed out to the NorCal Classic facilities. The most beautiful place to throw quarterfinals by far. They're gonna have a new field of play this year, in addition to the two they had last year. Blair, Ben, and Janine run an outstanding event. We're gonna head out there, take all our equipment out there, and see if we can live stream from there. Holy shit, we've jumped through so many hoops to try to get a live stream. We enhanced our streaming capacity. It's just in this dead zone. I've been on the phone with all the providers, and they're like, yeah, there's not a cell phone tower within 3 miles of there. So last year, we tried one thing. This year, we added a provider. We added T-Mobile. So we'll hopefully have T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and Starlink all routed through to make one giant fucking stream link. And hopefully, with 4 retarded, in the scientific sense, streams, retarded meaning held back, we can put together enough bandwidth to get you that live. Michael Jackson controlled his skin color. Is that why I landed girls that are 5'2" and under, and I'm 5'9"? For some reason, I was oblivious to it, and it didn't matter. It just rained. I cracked the code. Somewhere in my 20s, I cracked the code. And there were just endless girls. But it took a long time to crack the code. You know what cracked the code is? I didn't give a fuck all of a sudden. When I stopped giving a fuck. When I gave a fuck, wow, what a disaster. Another thing is I always met nice girls. All the girls I met were always nice. I'd say 90% nice. I only got like 10% crazy. How much will it cost you to stream it? It's $50 a month for minimum for Starlink, $100 a month for all the cell phone providers each. The PepLink is minimum $3,500 to use this company Vulture we use that puts all the streams together into one stream is another, I don't know, $50 a month. It's crazy. And I'm not confident we're going to be able to do it, but I know we're going to go there and spend the whole day looking for a spot to do it. Yeah, for sure. Crazier the hotter. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a secret. If you're a girl, if you're a young girl out there listening, I'm gonna tell you something. This is the biggest mistake. And I had a girl like this. This is the biggest mistake you can make as a girl. If you're 25 years old and you have a boyfriend who is singularly focused on working, that is the one you keep. If you're upset because he doesn't take you out and he goes to bed early and he doesn't like to go to the after parties after the weddings, or he doesn't like to go out and drink, he would rather just take you to the gym at night and work out, or that's the one you keep. You're the one that has the problem. You want the workaholic boyfriend. That is the one you want. You want the one that doesn't drink. You want the one that's already found his passion. Do not compete with his passion. Just nurture it. You should never be jealous of if you project onto him that he's cheating on you or you're jealous of him, you will manifest that. You will push him into doing that. All you have to do to keep him is love him, take loads off of him, and support his passion. If you have a guy who, in order to keep you, becomes a codependent for your shitty lifestyle, you're fucking up. You're not thinking long term. You want a guy that works his ass off between the ages of 25 and 45 and just fuck him into oblivion. And that's it. Yeah, you don't. So many women will be frustrated with a guy who doesn't want to wine and dine, and I'm telling you, that's not the guy you want. And if you're a guy, that's not the girl you want. Get out of it now. Yeah, and every once in a while, make him a sandwich. Yeah. Your husband is your ox. You want him happy and healthy and in the field of fucking pulling. That's it. That's what you want. You just want him out there fucking just. Odd advice. No, I'm telling you, it's the way to go. Solid. You want to just throw biscuits at him every time he's fucking working. Just biscuits. You don't want the fun guy. If you're a young girl and you're listening, that can't be your target audience. Oh, there's one or two that heard it. All right. I think that's it. Quarterfinal workouts will be released at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 12 p.m. real time. I guess the big takeaway from the show is Lucy McGonigle is single. Yes. You want a homeless guy editing on his Mac in his truck 8 hours a day. Yes. Yes. And don't try to tag along to work events and shit and like no one's having fun on work events. Especially if he's sober. All right, guys. Tomorrow, who's on tomorrow? Is it Ty Jenkins tomorrow? He's a good man. Oh no, Daniel Chafee tomorrow. Oh, he's the guy who runs CrossFit in Europe, French Throwdown. Greg Glassman Wednesday, Ty Jenkins Thursday. Okay. Great week. Kicking ass. Who else should I get on? Brandon Luckett next Tuesday. Oh, I'm going to Hawaii soon. Working events are hella fun sober. Hey, just get jacked up on caffeine. My gym is having one of our first gym affairs. Oh, that's fun. Laura Horvat. Have Laura Horvat on. Did you just say Brandon Luckett? I did. Remind me to ask Greg something about Medfix on Wednesday. Okay, ask Mr. Hans. Ask Greg. Oh, what am I doing after the show? I thought you'd never ask. I'm going to play tennis. I went and played tennis with the Bobby hadn't played tennis probably like in 6 months. He's dealing with some shit. And so I took him last week to play tennis and he fucking beat me. I don't know how the fuck that could be. So I told him last night as I was putting him to bed, I was like, hey, we got to go back tomorrow. He says he's just going to put the beat down on me again. I'm like, all right. No, I'm not going to the motherland. I've been to the motherland twice. I'm probably never going back there. Oh, get Gabby. Okay, I could ask Gabby. That's a good call. I haven't last time I invited her on, she gracefully said no, thank you. Gabby. Oh, I don't have her in my contacts. Gabby. Is it 2 B's? No, 1 B? Oh. Oh, she's green. Oh no, she's blue. She's blue. Oh, I have her as Gabriella. Miss Gab Gabriella. Oh, she didn't even respond the last time. This is the last time I'm inviting her on. Miss Gabriella, we'd love to have you on the podcast. Okay. Last time. That's yeah, that's 3 times. At some point my ego can't handle it anymore. Holy shit. Someone just texted me and said, I was in the bottom 25 percentile growing up, and the doctors offered me human growth hormone. Wow. You'd be fucking batshit crazy to give your kids that. Someone told me who I really respect, this is crazy, that his son was short, and they gave his kids puberty block, and he supported it. And he gave his kids puberty blockers in order to delay his puberty, and therefore that would make him taller. Sevon, do you think your kids can throw a football further than you? Not yet, but it's not yet, but it's going to get close. The reason why is he throws I don't know why, but I just don't throw a football good anymore. I used to throw a football like a fucking animal. I don't know what happened to that skill, why it eroded. My spiral is ass. My spiral is ass. I took human growth hormone for over a year. No regrets. Oh. All right. That's good to hear. Leo Messi. Is that a soccer player? Went on growth hormone so he could be able to compete. That's a crazy line right there. So he'd be able to compete. That's just bullshit. I did have it. I used to be able to fucking bomb a football. Not so much anymore. But I could still throw it further than him, but it's messy. You know what I mean? It's like wobbling and shit. Wobbling. You're fucking crazy fucking with your kids' hormones. Crazy. Batshit crazy. I think you're batshit crazy fucking with your hormones at any time. Scott Panchik. Oh, that would be a good guess too. No, he can't even come close to throwing a frisbee as far as me. Although he can really throw a frisbee far. Like it's a scene. Like when we go to the beach and we play, it's a scene. Someone will always say something to us. We've been to the beach 6 days. Every day someone said something to us. They're like, holy shit. Are you guys professional frisbee players? No. There's just hippies. I went to school with a kid who was short like me. He took human growth hormone. Now he's almost tall. That's good. And I'm still like this. That's awesome. The beach looks very nice. It's crazy how nice that area is. Yeah, this particular beach, I've lived here so many years, and last year was the first year I started going to that beach, and then this year we've been just going a shitload, and it is nuts. If you knew how I am so tan, I don't know if you can tell. I am like El Negro. I am so dark. I am so dark. I don't even look like I belong in my family. My kids got that Jew pigmentation like my wife. I mean, they're tan, but not like me. I am brown. I'm ready for Hawaii. All right. This weekend could be very exciting. Stay close to the CF network. Hopefully we'll have some insane quarterfinal stuff for you guys. Sevi's so dark he's turning into Savon. Yeah. More like Negrito. Yeah, little black kid. Yeah. Negrito. Nice conjugation. All right. Now you guys know everything about my life. Okay. Yesterday, yes, I'll tell you this too. One more exciting thing. Yesterday, the kids had their biggest single day on their YouTube channel. Called homeschooled. Homeschooled. I wonder if I type that in if it just pops up. Oh yeah, now the SEO gets it now. Wow. It's crazy how his station's just blowing up. Holy shit, he went over 3,600 subscribers. Absolutely nuts. The name of this show we went to, the beach we go to has a nude beach right next to it. And as you might imagine, the nude beach is very popular idea with my kids. When we go down the stairs, the nude beach is to the left, and the one we go to is on the right. So yesterday, they when we went to the beach, they kind of discovered the nude beach. It was pretty funny. Oh, what's this? Oh, and Dents has a new show out.
Hey, y'all, we are back with another Dense update. This update is sponsored by Biomax Peptides. Here we go. Okay, can we just start with how wholesome the moment is when the Matosian boys
There we go.
get a teeny weeny Colton Mertens dog?
Oh shit! The dog's sleeping through the night. So it'd been sleeping till 5:30 in the morning the last 3 nights. This morning I woke up and the dog was still asleep, and it didn't wake up until it heard me turn on the coffee maker. That shit was awesome.
Good to see you.
That's Corinne and Dallin and Jason in the back. They're so awesome. They were so good to my kids.
Yeah, buddy, you sleeping in there?
Yeah, that's our dog. It's crazy. Katie has one of those dogs too. Okay, back to Dence's story.
My girls absolutely love watching the boys' videos. Go to Instagram, cast and shows. It's about time finally made it home from Miami. Is the notice that Danielle of the put it up just for
does she
the mistakes. But if that's any inclination on what we can expect from this very professional sports center type upstate show from the Barbell Spin, then hey, this should make for some really great content. Tyler did mention that he is going to be putting these out, I think he said every week leading up to the semifinals. I don't know.
Who's this
live
guy?
This morning because her coach is demanding a retraction.
I want a full retraction video from you, Andrew Hiller, with the same prominence in which that you gave the last one.
Oh shit, this is getting crazy. The coach. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to watch that video.
Bro, you haven't proved that she didn't cheat. In fact, I think we're all pretty much convinced there's no way she didn't cheat.
God, I hope I watch it and I'm like, no, she's telling the truth.
Will Hiller go to London? I don't think so. Is he going to let this go? Probably not if they keep poking at him.
Oh, there's no way Hiller's letting this go. What's crazy is she kind of has Sporty Beth vibes and just a little bit I've seen of her. Sebi, Speaking of Dents, are you cool with her picking fights with pretty much everyone in the space? Seems counterproductive. I'm 100% cool with you and your piece of shit cohort, Pat, going on to other podcasts and in the chat just talking nonstop shit about me. I'm very cool with it. And people sending me screenshots. Oh ass bitch. She's definitely on testosterone. You can tell by her voice. No, Dents, you're not. Dents, you're Pat. You mean me commenting on a reel that other people are picking one with me? No, you're not allowed to defend yourself. That's the whole thing with the victim class, man. It's the same thing. Anytime Dave says anything and he pushes back, they're like, "Oh, why can't he just grab his ankles and take it?" It's okay for the people in the fucking peanut gallery hiding behind their keyboards to talk all the shit they want. But if you push back at all, you're a piece of shit. It's crazy. Pat, you have some nerve to even be talking about anyone picking fights. Do you do anything besides pick fights? Like that's your whole entire shtick. That's not even like 5% of Dens's shtick. You're such a victim. You're such a baby. You're a tattletale. Let me characterize you in a nutshell. You're a tattletale. You're a baby. You're an intellectually vapid contrarian. You're a know-it-all. I think that sums it up pretty good. Did I miss anything? All right. Yay, titties, yeah. I thought too. All right. I will see you guys later today for the Dave Castor Weekend Review. Wish me luck. Pat, I'll let you have the final words. You hate people. That's not true. I don't hate anyone. That call out your garbage. I'm sorry you feel that way, buddy. Don't be sorry. Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you guys in a few hours. Hopefully Susan and I will come on at 1:30 for the Dave Castro Weekend Review if Dave has it done in time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.